Hello and welcome to Reviews of Ryan, and today we talk about the brand new drama sci-fi horror film, The Long Walk. This film was directed by Maddie Du, and she's done other films like Dearest Sister and Chanthalungsy. I want to thank Shudder for sending this screening over to me to check out. The film will be dropping on VOD on March the 1st. If you like movie reviews and Blu-ray hauls, you're in the right spot. Hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and comment below if you have heard of this film or would you be interested in seeing this film. And now, without further ado, let's dive into my thoughts on this brand new film. An old Laotian hermit discovers that the ghost of a road accident victim can transport him back in time 50 years to the moment of his mother's painful death. And for the sake of just the fact of these names are really tough to pronounce, I'm not going to pronounce them in this review. I'm going to go ahead and just put the names in the description. But the characters, they don't really have names in this, but I'll go ahead and just announce the names that they have in this. They have an old man, Lena, the boy, the girl, the mother, Kenji, the frail woman, solar power engineer, a pharmacist, and a village woman. This film was inspired after the director's mother and dog passed away, and the film has a really good setting to it because you really feel like you're in this setting. It has these bugs chirping and they're making really loud noises, and it really made me feel like I was there because it's really very dominant throughout the film. You hear it a lot throughout this entire film. There is parts where there's quietness in this film, but there's a lot of loudness with these bugs chirping, and you just really feel like you're really on set there. And I really give props for them having that in this film. And then also the score on this, it really makes you feel, especially towards the beginning and even in the middle, the score really makes you feel like something is just lurking around the corner and at any moment could just kind of pop out. It really has that element of horror to it. The story in this one, there's two different stories going at once. You have an old man, he is trying to make money by selling different artifacts and different pieces that he finds in the woods to this marketplace. This is how he is surviving, and he's like in a futuristic kind of timeline. They mark these people with like tattoos, and this is how they identify them, as they have microchips in them. And then they have another storyline with a little boy, and his family is very poor, and you have his mother selling different vegetables to make a living. She's also very sick. And then you also have a father that is kind of absent. He kind of is there for a little bit, but he's very hard on his son. He calls his son lazy, and he also is very abusive, and he likes to drink. So he is sort of absent and not really a good figure for this little boy. The film is laid out in a way that doesn't necessarily grip you. It can be quite confusing to follow the timeline of events that are happening, especially with the characters mixed in. The storyline can get very confusing. You have two timelines going on, and they're separated by 50 years, and it can get really tough because it just has a lot of different elements. There is a splash of sci-fi in this, there is quite a bit of drama in this, and then there's some horror aspects involving a ghost. The film isn't scary or throw any jump scares at you. However, the score really makes you think that something really big is going to happen the entire time in the film. And kind of once these kind of scenarios and everything is revealed, unfortunately nothing really big happens, and it really is kind of at a loss because you have so many different scenarios that they're throwing at you. And with this confusing kind of timelines that kind of develop throughout the story, it really is just a miss, and it really just doesn't really land every single element because it just seems like there's just too much different things going on and too many genres clashing into each other, and it seems like it just has a problem kind of finding its identity. And also with this character having this grief in his mind, it just really makes the film really feel really kind of clustered and just too much kind of going on at once. Overall, the film presents a lot of ideas, but these ideas don't always stick the landing, and this is going to be very off-putting for audiences because they're going to have a hard time kind of following this film. And because they're going to have a hard time following this film, they're probably going to get a little bored with this film because it's just too much going on at once. and it really just takes off a lot of presentation with the film as you're getting stuff revealed frame by frame. And this film is just short of the 2-hour mark, so it does feel a tad bit long having and presenting all these different ideas. Overall, for me, I'm gonna give this a score a 2.5 out of 5. It definitely just had some good ideas, but it definitely just doesn't make and stick all the landings on this for me. So thank you guys for watching this review, and check out this film if you're interested on March the 1st. Thank you guys for watching this review, and I'll see you guys on my next one.